Next example of progressive privilege, in fact, we were talking a moment ago with Carrie Lucas of the Independent Women's Forum. She mentioned a magazine, just kind of in passing, Teen Vogue. Vogue, by the way, I'm not a fashionista, but Vogue magazine's a fashion magazine. There's a teen version. The teen version actually stopped printing their physical paper in December of 2017 and began being just online. But Teen Vogue is as indoctrinating to your teenagers who may be checking in to figure out the latest fashions, latest, whatever it is, shoes and hairstyles and clothing and all the things they would feature. And they're also getting a very heavy dose of Marxist, leftist views. And by the way, if you think it's not persuasive, this magazine, this online magazine, in January 2017, the magazine's website had 7.9 million U.S. visitors, 7.9 million teenagers going to Teen Vogue online. And the things I want to just share with you, first of all, the content of Teen Vogue is so Marxist that in an international meeting of socialist, communists, and far leftists, which a member of the America's Democrat Socialists of America attended, they were at this international meeting last month praising Teen Vogue for indoctrinating American youth related to left-wing viewpoints on every conceivable subject. They go through socialism. They go through they quote Marxist writers and self-proclaimed communists. They praise rebuilding a culture of revolt, tearing down individualist ideas. These people putting out Teen Vogue are radical leftist Marxists and putting out Teen Vogue to teenagers to persuade them. And these teenagers aren't being told anything like, there are other viewpoints. You don't really have to see the world this way. Same thing with unhealthy values. To finish on the economic values, Teen Vogue rails on capitalism, mocks capitalism, and derides it. They also share things with their girls, teenage girls, reading articles like, "What I wish I knew before having sex for the first time." And I'm sorry if you're teenagers listening to this, it may not be for you. Everything you need to know about anal sex. They had a wellness section discussing masturbation. They had a career segment in Teen Vogue talking about why sex work is for real. They talk about Karl Marx, is real revolution possible? This is a radically leftist mindset, radically leftist writers, editors of Teen Vogue, and again, the progressive privilege, the notion that their views are so normal, they're not putting them out with a label, they're not putting them out saying, hey, we're radical leftists, this isn't what America is, but we are revolutionaries. They are slipping this into Teen Vogue and having young teenagers who hopefully have parents who've taught them a little, or schools who've taught them a little bit better, but your daughter, your nieces, your young teenage friends are getting an earful of radical Marxism visiting Teen Vogue. And again, it goes back to this progressive privilege, this assumption that progressive views are right, the only views that are right. So why shouldn't they be filling the pages of Teen Vogue magazine?